Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Skyrim. I know I made one earlier, but I wanted to make another episode of Skyrim, so...
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh?
I wanted to make another episode of Skyrim,
I'm going
so...
to lay up here for a while. You can make your own way
Have
to
fun trying to
Solitude
talk.
from here. I'd recommend heading to Whiterun,
really see
just
a
down the
dragon?
road from here. From there you can take a carriage to Solitude.
No, I wanted to make another episode of Skyrim, so... Decided, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and just loot this place with... from all the gold and stuff in here. Gentleman Guide to Whiterun. Go ahead and take that. I think I
Keep
already
an eye out for
searched
trouble.
there.
It's only a matter of time.
Alright. Just gonna get out of here. Now I am gonna want to use the forge so that way I can make some heavy armor. You should be able to make iron armor, like just fine. Alright, so if I just go over here and should be iron down here.
Take what you need. Within
Iron.
reason.
Okay, I need leather.
May
I'll
the
get
gods
some
watch
leather.
over your battles, friend. I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The grindstone will improve your weapons. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Okay. Do you have
Blades,
some leather I
helmets,
can use?
Pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Yes, you do. That should be enough. So, iron armor.
That's good armor.
Okay, that's it. Now I can improve it. There we go. I always go down to blacksmith skill. I always do it, no matter what.
Whatever you need. Buy smith. You looking for a new blade?
You didn't really talk to him last time, so what do you think of the wall?
People are rightly stirred up about the damn Thalmor being allowed to roam around arresting people, just for worshipping Talos. But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric will have a lot to answer for in the end. Nords have always supported the Empire, and the Empire has always been good for Skyrim. It's from that treaty that ended the Great War, remember? When the Emperor was forced by the Thalmor to outlaw Talos worship. We didn't pay much attention to it when I was a boy. Everyone still had their little shrine to Talos. But then, Ulfric and his sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. Sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down, dragging people off in the middle of the night. One of the main causes of this war, if you ask me.
Okay.
Take a look.
Now, I want to look very quickly. Do you have... Yes, you do have a steel sword, but I cannot buy it. Shut those off. No. Okay.
All right.
We wrote this going to the Riverwood Trader. Because I know there's something in here I can do.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, the customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you? The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back. No, by the Aiden. Fine, but only to the edge of town.
They don't need to know that I stole that. No one needs to know that I stole this. No one needs to know. Doesn't even look like it fits on my head.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
I feel like something's wrong with it. Huh.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Good dog.
Okay, sometimes she doesn't go, so... Might as well get this and then go head off to Whiterun and talk with Jarl Balgruff.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Alright. Let's go head off to Whiterun now. I always have my weapons out whenever I leave a town. You never know when you're going to run into an enemy. So it's better just be prepared and have it out. It feels so good playing Skyrim again. Really, ever since the news came out that Xbox officially owns Bethesda, I've just been playing Bethesda games like non-stop. Like, I'm playing through Fallout 76 right now. Alright. I'm playing through Fallout 76 right now. I'm playing through Oblivion. A while ago I finished playing Dishonored. So I'm really just playing through really a bunch of Bethesda games right now. I've always loved Bethesda. I know there's some people out there who... Like, I like to call them grifters because they liked Bethesda until like Fallout 76 came out and it was cool to hate on, and it's cool to hate on that game, and then they're all like, "Oh, Bethesda sucks." Meanwhile, here I am. I've been defending Bethesda like non-stop all the time. Like, I've been defending Bethesda this whole time, while everyone else has been turning on them, basically. Oh my god, I love Skyrim. Right, now there should be an encounter with a giant over here. Just going to get far out because should be able to get a hit in better. Bow. I can't get over the wall. There we go.
Scared him off.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield sister.
What is a shield sister?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
I do not know if I'm going to do the companion's questline this playthrough.
Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
I don't know if I'm going to do the companion's questline this playthrough. But I don't know, maybe I will. Go, Whiterun stables. I do like the factions in Skyrim. So, some of them I don't. I like the factions in Skyrim, but I don't really like some of the quests. Like I don't like the Thieves Guild. I don't like the type of Thieves Guild quest line. Really. Compared to like the other factions.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I got news from Helgan.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Alright, let's go ahead and head into Whiterun.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Hey man,
Greymane or Battleborn?
Battleborn.
Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire.
It's good to
They say
always
Helgan
do
got
that.
hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
It's good to always just say you're a Battleborn because then you're able to go into the Battleborn's house with like no issue. Like you don't gotta worry about anything. You can just go into the Battleborn house in like a quest later on.
For he saw here in each of us the future of Skyrim. The future
Dragons I can handle. There's talk of dragons. You're a good man.
I spend a lot of time at the market.
I'll talk with her later. After I talk with Jarl Balgruff, I'll get some side quest. But right now, I just want to talk to Jarl
They
Balgruff.
say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action.
What's the
I just
meaning
think
of this
we need more
interruption?
information before-
Jarl Balgruff is not receiving visitors.
I have news from
Who's
Helgan.
this, then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgan. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yep.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough!
not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my
Ain't
people.
nobody high and mighty
Here
in
it is.
these halls except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Everyone's talking over each other.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, Take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Alright. Let's go talk to Farengar and start Blick Forest Barrow. I gotta wait for Jarl Balgruff to get here. Because if I just talk to him, he'll just be like, leave me alone.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Hey, what am I fetching?
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Alright, anything you can tell me?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
Alright.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls.
This is a priority.
I was going and then you stopped me.
Anything we can use to fight this dragon.
Alright, let's go see if I can gain these side quests very quickly.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
That's good armor you've got there, friend. Iron, solid.
Alright, I know there's a quest in here.
Everything all right?
The Temple of Kinnereth. Just go ahead and talk with them.
Welcome, child.
Priestess. Can you talk to you about this temple?
This is the Temple of Kinnereth. The Gildegreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinnereth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kinnereth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Hey, I'll get it.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Alright. So now, I'm not going to get Nettlebane right now, but now let's go and head over to Bleak Falls Barrow.
What is it? Dragons?
Send you back to Riverwood.
Damn those Grey Manes to
We'll leave
oblivion.
immediately.
They want to back the storm
Just
cloaks.
us against the
They'll get
dragon.
what's coming to them.
Can't afford to send anyone else.
Hi.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't
Oh.
be good for my
Okay.
crops.
For some reason, I thought that dude was like someone important. Alright, let's go head towards Bleak Falls Barrow. I can't wait to get a better weapon than an iron sword. Swords are my favorite things to use in this game. I basically always play as a one-handed character that uses one-handed weapons. I sometimes use two-handed, sometimes archery. Very rarely do I use magic though. Like very rarely do I do a magic-only build. But I'm probably going to make it like a challenge, like a magic challenge sometime, and do an entire playthrough of Skyrim where I can only use magic.
God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I know sometimes on the way back there are some random encounters that can happen. Okay, I thought I heard something. Oh, yep, someone's there.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish.
I'm getting robbed already.
Then I guess that is your last request, fool.
How is it that I'm getting robbed already? I got nothing of value on me, and alright, get healing. I'm gonna kill you. There we go. I can't believe I was already getting robbed. I do love the cinematic kills in this game. Like, the cinematic kills in this game are like so amazing to do. Some of my favorite things about Skyrim is just killing someone in cinematic. I know people want to complain about it because that whole thing of video games are becoming too much like movies argument and all that complaint. It's like, frankly, I'm just like, who cares? Because there are games out there, like The Last of Us, for example. That game is very much like a movie than a game, and the same people who complain about it will praise that game like crazy. Which, don't get me wrong, The Last of Us 1 is a really great game, but to me, the whole thing, like with the whole bug argument, where people complain about bugs being in games, because there are some games people don't care that it has bugs, while other games they won't shut up about the fact that the game has bugs. So it's like, I don't really take any of it seriously. I love the snow in Skyrim. I just love snow in general. I would honestly love to live in a... Like, it's a weird thing with me because I would love to live in a place where it's like snowy, like during the winter. But I also love... Like, I live in the south, and I love the south, and I love how warm and I love how warm it gets.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
I love how warm and hot it gets here in the summer, but I love the snow. And I would love to live somewhere. I would love to live somewhere where you get snow, like during the winter. Where like it snows all winter. I would honestly quite like that, but I also really love the South. And it's like, do I want to leave the South and move up north, or should I stay south and like stay here with the heat and all that?
Now ain't this a surprise?
Come on, stop blocking. Oh yeah, level up. Alright, so I'm just going to do health and first skill into one-handed. There we go. This person had a bunch of heavy armor I can use. It's perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and get that heavy armor on. So iron boots, iron gauntlets, and there we go. Have all iron armor on. Should be a chest up here. I do really love how the iron armor looks. It's very weird how in the trailer for Skyrim, the Dragonborn is wearing iron armor. Like in the trailer and all marketing and all that, the Dragonborn's wearing iron armor, but iron armor is not really that great after the beginning of the game. Alright, here it is, Bleak Falls Barrow. Alright, well, I'm actually going to end the video off here, and next time we are actually going to do Bleak Falls Barrow then. So, see you guys all then.